150 advanced questions
Oh,
from all over the globe.
awesome.
Brunei, you're huge in Brunei. Israel, Brazil, Malaysia, the Philippines, Venezuela, Spain, Indonesia.
Wow.
And a lot of the questions are not about what's on your album, but about bonus tracks on your
really?
album. Yeah, I have it right there. Bonus tracks that are left over from your new album. They're a big theme. Are there bonus tracks?
Are there? There's songs that aren't on the album. There are lots of those that didn't make it just because you do a lot of songs and then narrow it down to the album. But there was the pre-order track that if you pre-ordered the album, you got that bonus track. But we weren't really able to do. I wasn't really able to do bonus tracks for deluxe editions or anything like that. Unfortunately, I really wanted to.
Well, now that you know that there's a large demand, maybe that's something you could revisit because a lot of people want them.
Oh yeah,
A lot of people want them, so maybe that's something we could talk about in the future.
Okay, cool.
Let's get into it. Unregistered user says, "Congratulations, David. Your new album is great."
Oh, well, thank you.
Somebody else says, "OMG, David." They're very excited. That's gonna be exciting for you. There was a crowd outside. Have you gotten used to crowds showing up where you are? Is it still weird to you?
I guess it's still kind of strange. I don't know. It's really exciting. It was really cool because for most of the day I just kind of been by myself in interviews and stuff. So it was really cool to see all the fans in person, see that they're excited on the day of the release for the album.
Yeah, so we're excited.
So thanks everyone who's, well, I guess they're not on a computer because they're
Maybe
outside.
they're iPhones or something.
Oh, okay.
Another person, Pastel, says Canada. Shouted for some reason. FL says, "Hey, I love you, and I love the other side of Down. I bought it on iTunes last night."
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
A lot of people are just in shock that you're here. OMG. Columbia, Tayama, David. Columbia loves David.
Gracias. These people still call you Archie's one. Yeah, they do. They still call me Archie. Not as much as they used to because there aren't as many. It was just there are 3 Davids in the top 12 on Ohio, so that was how it was easier just to say Archie instead of David A or David Archuleta. So people still call me Archie.
But now for the most part, they call you David.
Yeah, for the most part, David Archuleta.
What is it? Brighter Rest says, "I noticed that sometimes before you sing, you tap your forehead. Is that some sort of prayer?" Well, I mean, now you have to think about it.
I tap my forehead? I don't know.
It's like a nervous thing, maybe?
I've never noticed that.
Can somebody else confirm if they've seen David do that on the chat, and then we'll revisit that in a minute.
Okay.
Let's see. User 1042 says, "You need to go to the Middle East. Do you plan on making it?"
The only time I've been there was during a layover in I think Qatar. So I'd love to go actually spend time there because it was interesting how many people at the airport knew who I was, and they were all it's like they were American or anything like that. They were from the Middle East and they recognized me, so it was crazy. So it would be fun just to go and wherever their fans are. I always love to. I always want to get to perform for them and just be able to let them know that I appreciate what they do and their support no matter where they are. So it's always, and I love to travel too.
So we'll have to get you to do a performance in the Middle East.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to have them singing back to you in their language. That's always got to be exciting to hear them yelling and screaming in a language you have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be fun. Okay, so make it happen. Paul 86 wants to know, David, are you going on tour soon?
That's in the works.
And you're going to go to the Middle East, apparently.
It'd be cool to. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Oh, the mics here.
Simple microphone adjustments.
All right.
Do you see one you want to answer here, David?
What inspired the songs "Look Around in Parachutes and Airplanes"? That was those were interesting songs because those were ones that it was. Matt Squire, the guy who was a producer of the album, the songs, he based the tracks kind of they were definitely more track based and production based, but he kind of based it off of things that I was talking about and explaining to him what kind of things I liked in production. So while they were songs that we wrote to the tracks, he based it off of things that I told him that I was really into, like Imogen Heap or like strings and Robin, just different things, and he just kind of made the tracks off of that. And Look Around was just a song about appreciating what's around you and not taking things for granted. And then Parachutes and Airplanes was just a song that I wanted to write something light and fun about that didn't really make a whole lot of sense lyrically, but was pretty creative and got people's imaginations going. So that's what that's about.
I do have a question here. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
If I had a superpower, maybe I'd want to. I think it'd be cool to be able to, like,
Swim? What are you
like
doing there?
breathe underwater, swim, to be able to swim well and breathe underwater. It'd be cool just to see all that like mysterious
You want to be a
life
fish
under
man?
that. I guess so, a fish man.
Right, that works.
I don't know if that's the best superpower to have, but
There was Aquaman. It definitely makes sense. Natasha
they're the
wants to know-
Aquabats. Have you heard of the Aquabats?
No.
They're pretty cool.
Is it a band?
It's a ska band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a fan? There are like thousands of people right now Googling Aquabats. What's your favorite song by the Aquabats?
I like. They have this weird song. Oh wait, I actually like I keep getting confused by that Superbad. I think it's called Superbad, Superrad.
The song Super.
It's a good. And Worms Make Dirt. They're kind of out. I know that one of them. I think he was involved in Yo Gabba Gabba,
Okay.
in like making that show and stuff. Have you heard of?
I have heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it's pretty random, but I don't know.
All right, so now we know your favorite Aquabat song. What is your favorite song in general of all time?
Oh man.
Most played on your iPhone or iPod?
Most played. Well, I lost my iPod. I got a new one, but I haven't transferred all the music onto it yet. But what is the most played? Lately, I've been playing a lot of "Clap Your Hands, Sia."
Really?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Do you know that song?
I do.
Yeah, I love Sia. She's so good.
What foreign language do you hope to learn if you have a chance? Do you speak foreign languages now?
Well, I'd love to perfect my Spanish. I've broken Spanish because my mom, well, both of my parents speak Spanish. My mom's from Honduras, so that whole side of the family is Hispanic. But I'd love to. I think it'd be cool to speak Japanese. It's my. I just think it'd be a cool place to. Or, I know that speaking like Mandarin or speaking
Chinese?
Yeah, I know that's kind of something people are saying is an important language to kind of like. Lots of people speak that language. Yeah, so I think it'd be kind of interesting to speak that language too. I know they speak in Singapore too, and I mean they speak English in Singapore. I know, but anyway.
So we'll stick with Mandarin.
Okay.
Lori asked a good question. She says, how long does it take you to memorize a new song?
To memorize a new song, it depends if it's one that's being written versus, because during the writing process you're trying to figure out all the words and you're going through them over and over and over and over again, making sure that they're right and coming up with the next line. And so by the time it's written, you pretty much have it memorized, sort of. The only thing that gets confusing is sometimes I'll sing the second verse words instead of the first verse words just because they're not set in stone in order, because you keep going back and forth. It's like, okay, let's fix this line and then let's go jump over here to the bridge and fix these lines and let's go back to the second verse. But I mean, it usually, maybe if I'm really focused and fully concentrating, maybe like an hour.
Really?
But I'm never really focused the whole time. I get distracted so easily.
So the answer is an hour only for focus, but I'm never focused.
If I'm like fully focused, like all completely into the song. It'll take like an hour.
Kristen wants to know, what is your favorite / most memorable performance?
My most memorable performance on like ever?
Just ever. On stage or?
On stage. The first show, the first tour, solo tour that I had, where I did the show in my hometown, Utah, that was amazing for me just because it's like I'm in my home where I've grown up doing my own show and all these people are here and just hearing them cheer and just that was amazing for me just because it's like this is like it was one of the things that hit me. It's like this is real, and just to see the support from home, there's like no other place that it feels like that. So that was pretty memorable for me.